The Professional Book Nerds podcast is now Book Lounge by Libby. Welcome to Book Lounge by Libby. This is the place where book lovers, authors, and industry insiders come together to talk about the stories we love and the impact they have. My name is Joe, and I am so happy you're here. Well, y'all, welcome to the new era of the podcast. The Professional Book Nerds podcast is now Book Lounge. The Book Lounge is the ultimate bookish hangout. Whether you're setting out with the goal to read 1 to 2 books this year or 100, everyone is welcome in the lounge. This is your cozy spot to come and sit back and enjoy. Now, before we dive into what's new, I want to take a moment to thank Professional Book Nerds. I am so grateful for this podcast and for what's been built here and what I have enjoyed and what I have brought my voice to. For the last 10 years, Jill, Adam, Emma, and I have welcomed hundreds of guests to talk about their books or give thoughtful reading recommendations. And as voices changed and moved on and swapped out and all of that over the years, we all worked at our individual times to build a community. And now I am so excited to usher the show into its new life. As of now, we'll be retiring Professional Book Nerds and rebranded to Book Lounge by Libby. So you don't have a new show to follow. If you are already following the Professional Book Nerds podcast, you can see now in your podcast app that it has changed over. You can keep up with us online on the Libby app socials. So we will be retiring the Professional Book Nerds Instagram as well at Pro Book Nerds. All of the accounts will be locked down. We'll have a kind of final message there and, thank you all. But like I said, you can keep up with us online on the Libby app socials. So we're at libby.app on Instagram. And if you'd like to reach out to me, you can send an email to bookloungebylibby@overdrive.com. We're also saying goodbye to professionalbooknerds.com. You can find our content as well as other amazing recommendations and exclusive podcast content on our website, Libby Life. Visit libbylife.com to get additional recs and interesting articles from our team here at Libby. You can find the podcast specifically at libbylife.com/booklounge. So that helps me transition into what's new. For the past 10 years, the show has put out 1 to 2 episodes per week, every week. That's a lot of content. And over the years, as we've asked, many of you gave feedback that sometimes that's too much content. So hearing that, we've reformatted the show along with the rebrand. Book Lounge will run in seasons. We will have 2 seasons per year with 10 episodes per season. When the season is running, there will be 1 a week with a short break between seasons. Now, when those 10 episodes are up, like I said, there will be a short break between. What can you expect when there isn't a season? Well, when there isn't a season running, you can still expect to see the content you love and welcome from this podcast. I'll host 1 to 3 episodes per month outside of that seasonal content. This will include monthly book picks, bonus interviews, and so much more. I am brimming with ideas of what I'd like to bring to the table outside of the seasons. So no matter what, Book Lounge is exciting for you all year round. While it won't be almost 100 episodes per year, we won't be too far off. Now, if you've been with me before, you might be thinking this all sounds so different. Outside of the new name and format, at its heart, Book Lounge is still about the joy of reading, the power of libraries, and the stories that bring us together. Starting next week, June 19th with episode 1, we'll be celebrating Audiobook Month. In the feature-length episode every week, I'll be bringing you 2 segments. First, thoughtful chats with some of the biggest voices in books, authors, narrators, and publishing insiders. Then in the second segment, I'll get together with our guest hosts, all amazing bookish creators from the internet, who will be sharing their must-read recommendations on that week's theme. So each episode will dive into a bookish topic. We're talking everything from the magic of audiobooks to the rise of romantasy, from banned books to beach reads. But why don't I show you what's in store? We've got authors and narrators sharing how they work together, and a look inside the new Sourcebooks audio imprint. as well as a conversation where Jason Reynolds share his passion for writing and his creating his audio exclusive soundtrack. You can also expect thoughtful conversations on pride and queer representation from so many amazing voices, including Juno Dawson and Susie Dumond, to the rise of romantasy with Jennifer L. Armentrout, Olivia Rose Darling, and Katie Robert. All the while, I'll also be digging deep on the book bans that we're seeing today and the state of reading in our world, including what exactly is happening, how you can make a difference, and how authors and publishing are fighting back. As well, we'll be exploring graphic novels, looking at how we can make summer reading special and stand out for kids, and we'll be looking at what exactly is a beach read, and so much more. Plus, every week you'll get recommendations from our incredible guest hosts, Kayla at Books and Lala, Carmen at Tomes and Textiles, Jenny at This Story Ain't Over, Bree at Locked Booktition, Amy Allen Clark at Mom Advice, Cece at Problems of a Book Nerd, and Mira at Mira is Reading. So, are you ready to get cozy, grab a book, and dive in? Season 1, Episode 1 starts next week, June 19th, and episodes drop every week. You can listen wherever you get your podcasts, and for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, head over to libbylife.com/booklounge. If you are as excited as I am, make sure you hit subscribe, follow, or whatever button your podcast app tells you to. Press it so you never miss an episode. We are on all of them: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, so many more. If you want to see all of these amazing conversations in video and check out the amazing work our incredible editor Andrew does, watch on Spotify or visit the Libby app YouTube channel for that content. I will see you next week. Follow Libby app on Instagram at libby.app. We're doing a super fun giveaway to kick off the rebrand of the show. Head over there for details. I hope you'll stick around for all this content I cannot wait to bring you. You can reach me via email, bookloungebylibby@overdrive.com. Thank you for loving the Professional Book Nerds podcast, and thank you for opening up your hearts to the new Book Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, happy reading! You can sample and borrow the books from today's episode in the Libby app, or if you're a librarian, find them for purchase in Overdrive Marketplace. Book Lounge by Libby is a proud Evergreen Podcast signature program. Explore more amazing shows at evergreenpodcasts.com. This podcast is produced and recorded by me, Joe Skelley, with editing by Andrew Alonzo. Our theme music is High Five by Rex Banner, used with permission. Book Lounge by Libby is presented by the Libby app. Learn more at libbylife.com/booklounge.